Ain't nobody supposed to see inside these walls. What's up? My name's Lilo Key, and you're watching Somewhat Intelligent.
I don't do groveling. If we link, then we link. If you leave, best believe there's no problem.
Today I'm going to be going over the meaning behind and some of the lyrics to my new song, God Help the Rest, GHTR. God Help the Rest has been my overarching brand for years now. Like, the last, probably just after I dropped Too Young was when I came up with that, the phrase, God Help the Rest. And I started uploading all my music onto Spotify on the streaming services under the record label God Help the Rest. It's in my bio on different social media things. To me, that's such a powerful little phrase because there's so much in culture and popular culture right now about the ideas of fate and destiny. I mean, that's not new, but there's such a push for things like that and manifestation and all of this stuff that to me just feels like an excuse not to work to make something happen. It just seems like it's an explanation as to why something didn't get accomplished or why you aren't where you want to be, or, well, it must be fate. It must be destiny. God has a bigger plan for me. And I was also raised super religious, so this isn't a slight at any religion or anything, but the phrase is just, to me, it means that we are not the ones that are going to leave our future up to fate, up to destiny, up to the hands of anyone but our own. We're going to create what we become. And I think that's a powerful message. It definitely represents everything that I am. Always kind of embody that, and I like that. I want to make, that's going to be the overarching brand of my clothing line. I want that to be that's the message. That's the message. So I thought after this much time, it was only right to make a song. And I didn't even go into making this song with that in mind. But as I started to write the lyrics to it and lay down some of the vocals and try to piece together how the song was formulated, it started sounding like that to me. It's repetitive to an extent. It's anthemic, but not too big. It's just rather straightforward. Here's how it is. The song starts off, I don't do no groveling. If we link, then we link. If you leave, best believe there's no problem. I'm not somebody that's going to bow down to anybody given their social status, their clout levels, whatever. It just ain't me. In the process of business practice, if we're able to find some middle ground, some project that we could join forces on, link and become like the Power Rangers, fantastic. But I'm not going to, that ain't me. And if you leave, I think this is an industry where I would assume, I guess, any way you work it for yourself in some kind of field such as entertainment stuff, you're going to have connections that you made at some point in time that don't pan out, that don't end up lasting long term. And at the beginning of my career, I guess that scared me, the notion of like some of these relationships that I'm making now might not be here forever. So it was one of the things that I initially did was make sure that I'm never reliant on just one outlet, one individual, one cosign, one good look, whatever. If you leave, then you leave. It's no problem. Wolves don't worry about sheep. Catalog of accomplishments. I keep from around them. They downers. They drown you in sorrows. I don't need more sorrows. Won't beg and don't borrow. My time ain't tomorrow. It's kind of just rehashing all of what I said about the first couple lines. I really do like the wolves don't worry about sheep line. Lions don't lose sleep over the opinions of sheep. Wolves don't lose sleep over the opinions of sheep. I've seen it both ways. I don't know how it originated, but you know what? If wolves isn't how it originated, sue me. But I thought that was a powerful line, and I felt I identified with it. I'm a wolf, dog. I'm out here 8 days a week chasing my prey down and catching it every time. Built this from the sediment. The talk is irrelevant. My story the revenant for anyone telling it. I'm telling them. I've seen like half of the movie The Revenant, and I like that lonely journeyman's, the world's against him, the forces of nature, the everything. I don't know how it ends. I don't know how it ends. So if he dies, hope I go out in a newsworthy way. I romanticize that kind of stuff, that underdog story. But yeah, I feel like every line that I added to this song, I wanted to farther emphasize, farther visualize the overall message, which is a pretty centric idea of just, it's me against the world, but I'm gonna make it happen. Each line that I wrote, I was looking for a new way to say it and to add on without being like overly repetitive, to the point where the song is just, I'm the best, I'm doing this, I'm gonna make it happen, I'm doing this. I didn't want that. I wanted each line to add something, to be necessary. I like writing in this slower style of rap because it challenges me to make sure every single word is poignant, is perfectly placed, and there's no filler. I hate filler. I hate fast rap because it's all filler. There are so many artists that just they're just trying to cram syllables into a bar. I'd much rather you edit it. I'd rather you edit it before you put it out and just give me the best words, because who needs the rest? Don't call me, I'm busy, I told you. Even if it's for a little closure. Second that I got home, felt it get colder. Said I went ice, that's cap, no polar. Those number of lines there are just playing with the theme of cold. As soon as I walk in somewhere, I'm so cold that the atmosphere changes because of my presence. That's what that line is. And then the next one is, said I went ice, that's cap, no polar ice caps. Like, that's a play on that, but it's still working within the cold theme. They said I went ice, like I disappeared, that I went cold, as in I wasn't hot no more. But that's fake news. Fake news. I ain't go ice. I'm still here. Hotter than ever, but I'm cold. Trying to pop caps. I don't really drink soda. Lil Nas X, I'm an old town roader. If you're trying to start shit, you're trying to beef, whatever, I'm just saying, I'm not popping the cap off the bottle. I'm not participating in it. I don't drink soda. I used to when I was a kid. That's all we would get at the store. And that was... Then when I went to college, I realized that was slowly killing me, and I wanted to live, so I stopped drinking soda altogether. Lost some weight just by changing that element of my diet. It was crazy. And then the next line is just a reference to Lil Nas X's very famous intro song into the industry, because I come from a very small town, Old Town Road, Amish country, that's where I'm from. Moved to the city for the bachelor, scholar, big brain, tell her give me some controller. I moved to New York City for a degree in directing film to go to college. I knew where I wanted to go to college. I applied to one college seriously, got in, went to New York City. That's where I was trying to get to. I knew the Old Town Road life wasn't for me from a very young age, though I was stuck there for a while. And so first opportunity I had, I up and moved to the biggest city I could find. And I love it there. That's still where my heart will forever be. Like to think of it as I was born in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I grew up in New York. I found myself in New York. And I found others like me, which is just as important as finding yourself. And then the next line is just playing on the notion of being a scholar. Big brain. Tell her give me some. I'm talking about getting ahead. After that, I'm coming for the cat. Tell Doja. Kill the pussy. Show up at the grave. Leave roses. I don't mean to brag, but this rap shit came with a bag. I'd be lying if I said it, I'ma close it. I made rap a career. It came with a bag. I got a bag off of my music. And then when somebody says you're in your bag, it's like, oh, you're in the pocket. You're on your shit. You're doing it with confidence and everything. I'd be lying if I said that I'm ever going to get out of my bag, if I'm ever going to zip it up and do something else. Nah, I reside in my bag. Seen 12 years how the whole game shifted. Why you think my eye line shifted? Had to go broke, came back relentless. Now I got my name all in the mentions. Oh, I'm Devin Booker with a shot. Can't bench this. Only thing I need is CP3 henchmen. I wrote this song right around the time of the NBA playoffs. And it was so weird. Like, I went to some movie. With my girlfriend. And she kept telling me the whole night. She was like, I just have a feeling something's great's going to happen. Like, something big's going to happen for you here. Next morning, I woke up and the Phoenix Suns had just beat the Lakers, knocked the Lakers out of the playoffs. And on their Instagram, they posted this hype video about it with my song Blew Up as the soundtrack to it. And I was like, that's crazy. I've never gotten a look like that from an NBA team, from a professional sports organization or anything. And so when I was writing this song, I was like, I just wanted to add a little shout out to the Suns. Devin Booker, he's pretty damn good. And he's a good person. Those are some of the lyrics to my song GHTR, God Help the Rest. God Help the Rest is the brand. It's the mentality. It's the idea. It's the overarching theme of who I am. We create our own destiny. Let God help the rest of them. Thanks for tuning in. Follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter for updates about when I'm going to be doing live performances, virtual live performances too. I got one of them tomorrow. That'll be fun. Yeah, stay tuned. Lots coming. God help the rest. Lilo Key. Bye.